Gina again from HauntedFlower.com and HauntedFlowerReviews.com, and today I've got 3 more titles to review. Love, Wedding, and Marriage on Blu-ray, The Silent House on DVD, and Sanctuary, the complete 3rd season on Blu-ray. All these titles came out on September 13th. Love, Wedding, Marriage stars Mandy Moore. Her husband in this is played by Kellan Lutz, who is one of those sparkly Twilight vampires, except here he is tan and with blonde hair, and it looks really, really super duper fake. The parents of Mandy Moore are played by James Brolin and Seymour. Wow. Mandy Moore plays a marriage counselor. She's super duper in love with her husband, they're newlyweds. Oh, it's so cute! And then one day her parents show up in a totally big fight announcing they want a divorce because of a big secret that's come out in the family. Well, Mandy Moore spends the rest of the movie trying to counsel them, trick them into therapy with other characters, which includes a cameo by Christopher Lloyd, the actor, not the film critic from Indianapolis. And she also just resorts to some really bad manipulation to try and get her parents together. Ultimately, in romantic comedies, this sort of thing does eventually work out for the best, and everybody's happy, but the path to getting there is a little bizarre. Jessica Zohr from Gossip Girl plays Mandy Moore's sister in this, and she's just kind of a, you know, slut. It's better than a lot of romantic comedies. It's tolerable to watch. It didn't leave me groaning every scene, but it did leave me groaning for a lot of scenes. So, this might be worth a rental, but I wouldn't buy it. It's okay. The special feature is a trailer! Woo! And on to the next title, who also has a special feature that's just a trailer. This is The Silent House. What is unique about The Silent House is that this is the first time ever a single uninterrupted shot is the entire film. So for 90 minutes, someone followed this girl around with a camera. This vision comes from Gustavo Hernandez and is about a girl and her father going to clean out this house that they plan to sell, and things start going really wrong. Her father disappears. She's hearing weird noises, she's seeing strange things, she keeps trying to get out of the house, and forces keep bringing her back into the house. It's also based on a true story. I would not, however, call this movie scary because the uninterrupted shot, maybe we're just really used to editing and cutting back and forth between perspectives, but it does not make it scary. I mean, sometimes that sort of thing can add tension, but in this case, it gets really annoying, and so I just find myself looking away from the screen and looking back just to break up the monotony. Following this girl around is too limiting because you can tell, like, oh, okay, so someone had to run around just now so they could pop out here. And things just seem really staged, and it feels like a filmed theatrical production walking around in a house. You can't always get the perspectives that you want, and I mean, it's admirable. Don't get me wrong, that's pretty amazing that they could do all that, but it doesn't mean it's an awesome movie. It's just a gimmick for the movie. The movie itself is not super scary. In fact, the scariest moment in the movie is revealed in the trailer. So if you want the short version, go watch the trailer. You can probably find it on YouTube. Also, it's in Spanish with subtitles, and that was pretty disappointing because there's very few lines in the entire movie, and the only lines she has are like, "What happened? What has happened to you? Who has done this to you?" when she finds, like, a body. I do not recommend checking this out because, you know, it's cool for the gimmick, but it's not good as a movie. Lastly, we have Sanctuary from the Syfy Channel. This is the complete season 3 on Blu-ray. There are 20 episodes on 6 discs. Comes out to a whopping 900 minutes of content. So I hope you like this show. The story follows Dr. Helen Magnus, who is played by Amanda Tapping, whom you might remember from Stargate. She is a scientist who apparently has a really long lifespan, and she has this thing called Sanctuary where she kind of seeks out monstrous creatures and, you know, either helps destroy them so they don't hurt people or tries to protect them if they need protection. On her team are Dr. Will Zimmerman, who's played by Robin Dunn, tech expert Henry Foss, who's played by Ryan Robbins, and con artist Kate Freelander, who is played by Egem Darshi. I'd never watched this show before, but I have to say production value looks pretty amazing for the most part. You can tell that So much of this show is done against a green screen. What they have animated in behind them looks pretty cool. It doesn't look like it's real, but it looks really, really, really cool. And I gotta give the artists credit for that. The first episode is the second part of a cliffhanger that was left from season 2, and basically there's a giant crazy spider monster on a little island, and it's creating big typhoon tidal waves towards India, and it's going to kill a bunch of people with these waves. People want to just fire weapons at it, and others don't want to anger it and want to try and reason with it by having a psychic experience involving killing one of the characters and reviving them a few minutes later. The big spider monster is cool, the waves are cool. It is hilarious when they're trying to evacuate the city in India, and it's obviously one alley that they staged and keep running down again and again. Or some episodes are like really amazing to look at visually, and other episodes are kind of dull. I like the concept of the show. The characters themselves are not super duper fascinating to me. The features are really cool because you can hit a play all button on the last disc and see all of them. And my favorite was the visual effects showing how that came together. You can see more details about how lead actress in this, Amanda Tapping, directs one of the episodes, and how Damian Kindler directs most of the season, it appears. And it tells more details about Hollow Earth, which is a place they created within this season where they think all these creatures maybe come from. There's also a feature on music, behind the scenes in an episode called Normandy, Sanctuary for Kids, where they go into this charity that they're helping out, which is really admirable. And there's a character profile for Nikola Tesla, which is a mysterious vampire. Also hear audio commentary on some of the episodes, and there are bloopers and outtakes and deleted scenes. Out of these titles, which one do I recommend? I would still lean you towards Sanctuary, but maybe see if you can find an episode on Hulu or something, or maybe Netflix it, just to see if you like it, because you might catch on to it a lot quicker than me. So thank you for watching my review, and I hope you'll come see me again next time for another DVD, Blu-ray, or anime review, or movies in theaters review. Bye! For more reviews and to find out about free contest giveaways, go to hauntedflowerreviews.com. My reviews are also available as a podcast on iTunes. Search for Haunted Flower Reviews and subscribe and leave us feedback and comments. Our store is hauntedflower.com, where we specialize in fantastic licensed apparel from movies, TV shows, video games, anime, and more. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/hauntedflower and Twitter at haunted_flower.
If you're local to the Indianapolis area, visit indiemojo.com for details on how you can win free screening passes.